Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by the head softball coach at Indiana. Of course, it would be Shonda Stanton as the team prepares for the upcoming Big Ten softball tournament, which gets started on Wednesday. How's it going?
It's going great. Thanks for having me on, Casey.
Well, it's that time of we haven't done this in a while. The last time we did this, you guys were the host. So what's it like for the first time in 3 years? You get to do this again.
Well, we talked yesterday. Our juniors have never been to a Big Ten tournament. Obviously, of course, the young kids neither. But going into your third year for this, the first time, with COVID, and then obviously just playing the Big Ten schedule only last year. It's nice to have the tournament back. Anything can happen in tournament days. I just was sharing with our team about a team that I had back in, 2014 that we want to be great for 3 days in May. And, that team advanced to the championship game, coming in as a low seed. And it's amazing things can happen when you have unwavering faith and remarkable effort. And just everybody's on mission and going out and just enjoying playing the game loose and free. And so, we believe this group has the talent to go up and do some damage up in East Lansing.
You look at where she'll be facing Penn State. Penn State, the first game of the day tomorrow. So coming into that matchup, what are you going up against? Because you're gonna have to face Allie Curlin.
Yeah, and for us, we know we need to hit. And when you look, it's partial on the mound for them. That's been their success story this year. And she's definitely getting the job done for them. She had a great weekend against Illinois this past weekend. And, when you look at her numbers, she's a true ace. I felt like we did a great job when we were at Penn State, even though we didn't come away with the win on Sunday. From the first day we faced her to the second day, I thought we got better and we made good quality adjustments. And I think we've done that across the board in the Big Ten the second time we faced the same pitcher. And so I look for us to go out and we need to out hit them. It's +1 and we play clean defense and we go out and we barrel things up. I think we're going to be in good shape.
Anything can happen in this tournament, of course, and everybody knows that. What going into this, you've been doing this for a while, and of course, at Indiana and as other places. But what's the biggest thing that you preached to the team this week about what you guys need to do?
Just being on mission. Winning is an inside job. And that's what we've talked to our team about is, us going out and playing one opponent. We don't want to be playing ourselves. We're not playing the umpires. And so we got to control what we can control. And we got to understand that winning's an inside job. And so, what are you thinking about? What's your energy? What's your contact with your teammates? And so just if everybody shine, I thought we had a great practice today. Beautiful day here in Bloomington. And so we look forward to, them showering up, eating, getting on the bus a little bit. We'll have a really nice dinner tonight. So we're all set there and, just look forward to going to battle with this group. And when it's single elimination, anything can happen. And so we're pretty excited. We feel we have the talent. We've got, great combination of speed and power. We're able to hit the long ball better than we have in our program history. We know we can run. And I love what we're seeing in the circle right now. And so for us, let's play clean D and let's barrel some things up and let's have some fun.
What have you seen out of Brittany and Brooke this year?
Oh gosh, the growth in both of them. If you look at their numbers from a standpoint, numbers alone, those are incredible. But it's so much more than numbers. What plays into the numbers is the mindset and the growth as human beings. And the person is always greater than the player. And so what I just love about Brittany Ford is just the pride that she has in wearing the script and repping Indiana softball. I think she's had role clarity and she is on mission. And when you're on mission and you have role clarity and you prepare and you're bought in, you are going to perform. And so, we talk about her being our everyday hero and she just goes up there and, she competes and she battles regardless of what the at bat was before, or even what the swing was before. She's in the moment and she's loving it. For the glory, her one word. I just love what we're seeing there. And then Brooke, man, look at her numbers from year 1 to year 2. Yeah. But again, I think it's the growth as a human being. When you talk about her coachability from year 1 to year 2, we've seen great strides. She's going to only continue to grow in that. She's got such a unique and introspective personality. And I think when she takes the pressure off of herself, I think these kids just want to perform at a high level. When she just plays free and fun and is on, this kid is a five-tool player. And she is, just has some incredible skill sets. So she's one that can run it out of the yard. She can also lay down a bumper base hit. She can swipe bags. And then obviously we see what she can do on the defensive side of things. And so, I think when you look at Brooke, I've been even more proud, and taking joy in how her coachability has increased from her freshman season or her first year to the second year. And I look forward to continue to see the growth and the development like we have in Brittany Ford. It's a natural progression, and she's shooting up in that same trajectory that we're seeing in Britt.
Cora Bassett, she's been a big part of your offense for this, big part of the offense for this team.
Yeah, she sets the tone at the top of the lineup, and what a pickup in Cora, and what a competitor. And we had a nice moment up in Nebraska. She broke the single season record that Gabby had set, and so we were able to call timeout and meet her at second base. And it was pretty cool for me as a coach to stand there, with Gabby, who set the record last year and has come into our program and just coaches them hard and loves them hard, and for her to be able to pass the torch to somebody like Cora Bassett. And that's what you want, to be able to break a record a year later. That record stood for so long that Gabby broke. And for us to break it a year later shows you how we continue to upgrade in talent, how we continue to bring, attracting incredible athletes. And it's people like Gabby and those that came before her that are allowing us to do that. So Cora, pleased with her and pleased with her ability to be we over me. We've thrown her in the outfield, whether it's center or right, we bring her back into second, and she continues to perform.
When you look at the circle, what have you seen in there? Because you mentioned that you've seen much improvement from that. What exactly have you seen?
Well, you can't talk about the circle and improvement without talking about Heather Johnson, power lefty. And that was a kid in the recruiting process. We recruited her because she could hit. We recruited a hitter that could pitch. So we knew she'd be a two-way player. And right now, what she's doing and just her growth, I think Coach Bell does, some of the best work in the bullpen and really helping those kids hit their stride at the right time, continue to improve. She's learning to do a better job with her chase pitches. She's doing a better job of getting it around the knee, getting off the plate a little bit more. And so I can't be any more pleased with what we're seeing there with Heather. Obviously it's great to have Natalie back. There was a point in time with that injury that we didn't know what it would look like, and she continued to stay the course. And, that Purdue game was absolutely awesome. She had big moments this weekend for us and big pitches. And so she's somebody we can rely on. And then we know, Macy's done some great things for us at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season. We know that she's somebody that we can go to. We believe in that. And then Bree Copeland, a power pitcher, that can go ahead and get swings and misses. And sometimes you're going to need that. And then obviously we have depth behind them. So, for us, obviously right now we've been riding Heather a little bit, and Natalie, but we're going to see matchup from game to game and what that looks like.
Did you think you'd get to 700 wins?
I never even think about that. It's all about, this win, this pitch. And all that means is I've been in the game a little while. I've had, consistency, longevity, and I've been surrounded by awesome human beings. And that starts with my staff. Shonda and Kendall being with me for almost 10 years. And, obviously I mentioned Gabby, and us adding Cassie as a director of operations allows us to be able to now coach more and differently. But through the years, I've had incredible assistants and pit crew, from our trainers to our strength coaches, everybody that's come alongside me in that journey has helped prep our team. And we're all here for one thing, and that's for young people to achieve what they want to achieve and to be able to help grow them as young women. And, we see all the time we're dream makers. And, obviously I don't throw a single pitch or, hit a ball out of the yard or swipe a bag. I've had incredible student athletes that have bought into the vision. And so, we want to keep chasing the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And then talk about this tournament, getting ready for a team like Penn State this week. A lot of teams are in this tournament that you usually you kind of don't see. For example, Rutgers is back. Teams that you don't really see throughout the year. What's it going to be like playing teams that you don't get to play because you've played everybody last year? Now you only play a certain amount of people.
Well, the good news on our side of the bracket, if you look, and obviously we're not looking past Penn State one bit, but when you look at the bracket, we, everybody on our side, we've played this year and we've been able to get a win from them. And so It's Penn State. That's our focus. And really, again, it's us. As I said at the beginning, winning's an inside job.
Yeah.
And so I don't care who's in the other dugout. Doesn't matter. We're focused on ourselves. Coach Bell obviously prepares super well, and and my staff, Coach Fern and Gabby, and our input, is there. But our kids are prepared. It's an opponent that we're familiar with, so we know what to hunt at the plate. We know what they're going to do and how they operate, just as they know us. And so it's not so much about knowing our opponent right now. It's about what do we do and what do we do well, and us bringing our best and bringing it often and just bringing our strengths to the table. So we're pretty fired up we love to be able to kick off the tournament.
All right. Of course, they'll be kicking off the tournament tomorrow at 11 a.m. You can catch all the tournament games on the Big Ten Network this weekend. So, Coach, I cannot thank you enough for coming on and talking about this, and good luck in the tournament this weekend.
Thanks, Casey. Have a great week. Go IU.